Hollywood's obsession with image has finally collided with a brutal reckoning, and at the center of the storm stand Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, once the darlings of the industry, now reportedly being ostracized by A-list peers, major studios, and even their own inner circle. The glitzy sheen of their Time magazine honors has worn off, revealing what insiders now call a million-dollar PR hoax. What was once framed as a celebration of their influence has unraveled into a damning exposé of just how far some stars will go to maintain power, perception, and a picture-perfect public persona. The heart of the scandal? Reports that Blake and Ryan allegedly paid over $1 million to secure their spots on Time magazine's most influential lists. This isn't speculation. It's a claim gaining serious traction among media analysts and entertainment insiders alike. Blake's honor, handed out in April 2025, was supposedly rooted in a 2019 donation to the NACP. A 6-year-old donation, now suddenly dusted off and paraded as justification for inclusion on a global power list? The math doesn't add up, and Hollywood knows it. They're just laundering old good deeds for new headlines, one insider bluntly put it. Behind the glossy magazine covers and flowery write-ups lies a tangled web of influence. Salesforce billionaire Mark Benioff, who now owns Time, is reportedly intertwined with Ari Emanuel, Ryan Reynolds' high-powered agent, and his politically connected brother Rahm Emanuel. Photos of Benioff and the Emanuels casually mingling at elite events have only added fuel to the fire, revealing a world where magazine honors can allegedly be bought, bartered, or bundled with business deals. This is not about recognition. This is about damage control, says one media watchdog. And the damage they're referring to? The fallout from the Justin Baldoni lawsuit, which had already cast a dark cloud over the couple's carefully curated image. Sources say this was all part of a strategic recovery campaign, a desperate attempt to redirect attention from growing public scrutiny. Not only did Blake get an award, but Ryan's marketing agency, Maximum Effort, conveniently appeared on Time's list of most influential companies shortly after. Add a civil rights attorney to co-sign her credibility, stage a few high-profile public appearances, and suddenly the narrative shifts from legal controversy to inspirational profile. But audiences aren't buying it, and neither is Hollywood. Behind closed doors, the backlash is getting brutal. Ariana Grande reportedly passed on a collaboration with Blake, calling her advocacy tone-deaf. Zendaya dropped a joint project citing creative differences, though sources hint that Blake's PR-heavy persona didn't align with Zendaya's demand for authenticity. Margot Robbie, the queen of cool credibility, went even further, unfollowing Blake on social media and publicly criticizing manipulative PR tactics that prioritize optics over talent. That's not just a bad look, it's a Hollywood red flag. Ryan, once universally liked for his charm and wit, is now seeing his friendships fracture. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a former on-screen partner, has allegedly distanced himself, fed up with what insiders call Ryan's nice guy act. Even Jake Gyllenhaal, once considered for joint ventures, reportedly walked away due to personal differences. Jake's ethos? Substance over spin. That makes Ryan's increasingly obvious PR tactics a deal-breaker. Emma Stone, another A-lister with a finely honed image, reportedly backed out of a Maximum Effort endorsement to avoid getting tangled in Ryan's growing controversy. Her decision spoke volumes. Hollywood's most respected names don't want to be accessories to a branding crisis. And it's not just the A-listers. Crew members are starting to talk. Accounts from people who've worked closely with Blake describe her as demanding, even dismissive. She's exhausting, one insider said, labeling her a mean girl who refuses to own her mistakes. Ryan fares no better. While his on-camera persona is all self-deprecating charm, insiders say the behind-the-scenes version leans heavily into image manipulation. He's a master at spinning everything, one former collaborator admitted, but people are starting to see through it. Meanwhile, as Blake and Ryan scramble for redemption, Justin Baldoni, the man they allegedly tried to bury, remains silent. His allies are growing by the day. Producers, directors, and actors are reportedly rallying behind Baldoni, Not just because of the lawsuit, but because of his character. "He's not playing the PR game. He's living his truth," said one industry source. The contrast couldn't be more damning. While Blake and Ryan push magazine covers and influencer campaigns, Baldoni gains quiet respect for his integrity. The consequences aren't just reputational, they're financial. Ryan's businesses, including Aviation Gin and Maximum Effort, depend on his appeal as a relatable, likable guy. That narrative is now unraveling. Brand executives don't want controversy. They want clean, dependable, and marketable faces. When public trust drops, endorsement deals stall, explains one business analyst. The same goes for Blake's fashion and lifestyle ventures. Luxury brands operate on exclusivity, not scandal. And right now, scandal is all that follows Blake and Ryan. Even Time magazine's credibility has taken a hit. A recent survey showed 68% of readers now doubt the authenticity of their influencer rankings. Pay-to-play is no longer a whisper. It's a mainstream accusation. And the timeline couldn't be more transparent. Just as public opinion began turning due to the Baldoni case, out came the glowing magazine spreads and industry accolades. It's a textbook distraction maneuver. Except this time, the audience didn't look away. The Blake and Ryan fiasco has ignited a broader industry conversation. Media manipulation, fake accolades, power clicks pulling strings behind the scenes. It's all under scrutiny now. As YouTubers, TikTokers, and independent journalists blow the lid off these orchestrated campaigns, traditional Hollywood is struggling to keep control. "We're seeing a seismic shift," notes a media analyst. "The gatekeepers can't gatekeep anymore. Transparency is the new currency." And transparency is precisely where Blake and Ryan are falling short. Their carefully managed personas, once their greatest asset, have become their biggest liability. In a digital age where audiences crave authenticity, nothing reeks more than fake awards and bought prestige. The same charm that once won them hearts is now perceived as manipulative. Their PR machine is running in overdrive, but every move only highlights the desperation. Still, this is Hollywood. Reinvention is its favorite pastime. Blake and Ryan might very well re-emerge from the ashes, armed with apologies, rebrands, or perhaps a new round of strategic collaborations. But their path forward won't be easy, and the public will be watching every move. Because now, the illusion is broken. The golden couple's crowns are tarnished, and their empire, built on charm, spin, and curated perfection, is starting to crack. The real question now isn't whether they'll survive. It's whether audiences will ever believe in them again. What do you think? Is this the end of Blake and Ryan's reign, or just another chapter in Hollywood's never-ending game of image control? Let us know in the comments.